All right, Groovers. I have switched microphones again. Don't let that throw you. The truth is that yesterday when I shot the videos, I couldn't do it from the office because there was too much noise coming from upstairs. So I had to do it from another location, and I used a portable microphone. So don't be alarmed. I'm back onto the good microphone in the office. All right, this module is all about becoming a respected authority. And the first thing we're going to do is, in this video, we're going to identify who the top 20 authorities are in our particular market. Because the easiest way to become a respected authority is to get the top 20 authorities recommending you to your marketplace as someone that they respect and trust. So I'm going to show you 3 tools that you can use to identify very quickly who the top 20 are. And at the end of this video, hopefully, you'll fill in the worksheet, and I'll show you how to fill that in once I've shown you how to use these tools. The 3 tools that we're going to look at are Follower Wonk, Klout, and PIQ, or Peak, which used to be called Peer Index, and they're now in the middle of rebranding, I think, and it's called Peak. So I'll tell you what, why don't we go and take a look at these tools and how we can use them to identify our top 20. Okay, the first thing you're going to need to do is sign up for an account, and the good news is all of these tools are free, or at least have a free trial that you can use, take them for a spin. So the first thing you're going to want to do is sign up for an account at Follower Wonk, which is very easy. You just go to followerwonk.com, sign in with Twitter, and you'll be logged in. Then do the same at Klout. This is what Klout looks like here. Log in with Facebook or sign in with Twitter, and you'll be logged in. Okay, so once you're logged into Follower Wonk, you'll be presented with the dashboard here. What you want to do is come over to Search Bios, because what we're looking for here is the top 20 authorities in our niche. So I'm going to click on Search Bios. Now, for this example, I'm going to use the example that I'm targeting accountants, and my mission is, because I've identified my skills and my passion and my sweet spot as being, I'm good and passionate about helping accountants find better quality clients and hire better quality staff. I'm going to use the accounting market as my example throughout this module. You can use, I'm just making it up, you can use whatever example you like, but I'm just using the accounting example to show you how to use these tools. Okay, so once I'm in the Search Bios section, what I want to do here is under the search bar, click on More Options, and I'm just going to type in accounting, and then my location, I just want to type in Melbourne to keep it local to begin with, yeah? And then I'm going to click on Do It, and Follower Wonk is going to go and grab all of the Twitter profiles that relate to accounting Melbourne, and it's going to show me here it's going to show me 331 results. And what I can do now is over here, I want to sort these by social authority, because social authority gives me an indication as to the reach and the influence that these individuals have got. So you can see the very first one here is actually an accounting student who is very active on Twitter and has great social reach. Here again is an individual, studied psychology, statistics and accounting, maybe not that relevant. Here I've got someone who is doing business accounting at Swinburne, maybe not that relevant. He's a Swinburne accounting major in his final semester, might be more relevant if he's about to enter the accounting space. Here we go. This is more interesting. Publisher at Australia's #1 business, finance and accounting publisher. So now I actually happen to know Kristen. I've spoken with her actually. So Kristen works for a publisher and publishes books on accounting and business and finance. I would definitely want to put Kristen on my list of top 20. Here I have Cecile, who is Senior Account Manager at Xero, beautiful accounting software. Xero that's exactly what it is. It's beautiful accounting software. We use it here, and they have a massive audience. I would definitely want to put Cecile on my list. 20-year-old accounting student, maybe not. I use accounting as an excuse to work with business owners on actions to drive performance. This is interesting. This guy here has got, you can see here, the list of followers versus following. If I have a look at Adam, so he's got 822 followers and is following 402. I might want to reach out to Adam. Chris, CEO of Xero in Australia. I definitely want to speak with Chris, so I would put him on my list of top 20. Because what I'm doing here is I'm collecting a list of people who influence accountants. Yeah. The CEO of the Association for Accounting Technicians in Australia. Yes, I want to speak with Stuart because Stuart has a large group of accountants that are currently paying attention to him. So I want to speak with Stuart. So it's very simple here. I just go through this list and find who are the top influencers here that will be influencing an existing audience of accountants. Look at this. Top class group is committed to excellence in bookkeeping and accounting, serving clients throughout Melbourne, Geelong, and Mornington Peninsula. So they've got a massive following, but they're probably not accountants that are influenced. They're probably small business owners that are paying attention to top class groups. So they're probably not right for me. Events and sponsorship manager at Xero. Yes, I'd want to put Fiona on my list because she organises events for Xero. And what we know is that when Xero, who are an accounting software company, run events, who turns up? Lots of accountants. So I definitely want Fiona on my list. Okay, so this just gives you an idea of how you can use Follow a Wonk to start collecting your list of influencers in that niche. Okay, now let's switch over to Klout and have a look at how Klout works. So by default, when I log into Klout, I have a bunch of daily suggestions for WordPress because that's the most common theme in my Twitter profile or my social profile. So this here is showing me people known for WordPress and is suggesting that I follow these people. And it's also showing me some content to share about WordPress. A lot of this stuff is going to be coming from WordPress.com, so it's not really relevant for me. But this stuff is, and I can see straight away here that Paul Andrew, Specky Boy is, Paul Andrew is definitely an influencer in the WordPress space. So this is how I would be using it to identify people for me to reach out to, for example. Let's switch over to accountants. So on the Create tab here in Klout, I've actually added accounting to one of my topics. So when I go back to the overview, I can just choose a topic for daily suggestions. Now this works better on a global level. I don't think I can drill down to make this just for Melbourne or Australia. But what this does is it very quickly gives me the people who will be influential in the accounting space. And each person here has a score, and the Klout score is based on their reach and an algorithm that Klout uses to determine who is influential. And I can very easily, simply drill through these people, and if I find someone say for example, I don't want to follow Shayna, I can just refresh and it will just give me another suggestion here. And I hover over the avatar here and have a look at someone and say, okay, well, Roger's CPA review, he's got a lot of followers and, looks like he has a lot of reach. Maybe I might want to add him to the top 20 list. You can see how very quickly you could fill a top 100 list. Intuit Biz is interesting. These guys are the company that own QuickBooks. I might want to reach out there and find out who's running that Twitter account and see if I can get someone who's a contributor to that Twitter account to get on my blog or on my podcast. I'm just going to keep refreshing these until I find someone that here we go, strategic accounts at Intuit, partnering with accountants to move something. There we go, she's got a Klout score of 66. I might want to put Kim Hogan on my list. The point here is that it's going to be very easy to quickly fill a top 20 list. And again, they might not be the perfect top 20 people to begin with, but it's a place to start. I'll show you another tool in a moment, Peer Index, that will give us some more insight into some of these people. So let's say, for example, Kim Hogan. So Kim Tuitive. I'm just going to grab Kim's Twitter profile, Twitter handle, copy that and save it for later. So I can just keep refreshing all of these people known for accounting. I can follow some of them if I want, or I can just add them to my top 20 list. Yeah, very easy just to quickly refresh these and see if any names come up that I recognize. VP and General Manager of Sage Accountant Solutions. So there's someone who's selling accounting software to accountants. Bingo. I want to get that person on my top 20 list. Advisor, speaker, facilitator, coach, blogger, working with CPA firms. Bingo. There's someone who I definitely want to put on my top 20 list. 3,500 followers and only following 35. So that's a good indication that lots of people are paying attention to Rita. Very easy to quickly fill up your top 20 list in a very, very short space of time. Okay, what you want to do is just come up with at least 20 individuals in your niche that have good influence, good reach, and one of the metrics that I use for Twitter followers is someone who has a lot of Twitter followers but isn't necessarily following a lot. And Clout will show you a little bit of this stuff. So, you know, Rita's perfect, for example, 3,300 followers, only following 35. I would definitely want to put Rita on the top 20 list. So if you're working out how to whittle down your 30 or 40 people into a top 20, just use that as a starting metric. People who have lots of followers and aren't necessarily following lots of people, that's a good metric to start. Alrighty, so using follower wonk, peer index or Clout, peer reach I was recommending here, but I got to tell you, in all honesty, I haven't had a lot of luck with peer reach at all, so I've replaced that with peer index. I use follower wonk, peer index, or Clout. Identify the top 20 influencers in your particular market, and very simply, just write down their name, contact, and rank them out of 20. So your number one influencer you want to put here. You know, in my case, I'd probably put the CEO of CPA Australia. He's probably got the most influence and the most reach in the accounting niche in Australia. So their name, just their Twitter handle or their email address if you can find it, and then rank them out of 20. Who are the top 20? And just fill in this sheet. Again, this is a pretty rudimentary exercise. It's not very sexy, but it gives you an idea very quickly of who you can reach out to start your work at building your authority, which I'll talk to you more about in module 4 as to how we can get these people to start recommending us to the marketplace. For now, your job is just to fill this sheet with the top 20, and I'll see you in the next video.